4 years after Koi no Yokan, they released an album in 2016 called Gore. So we're 4 years ahead now. Another big jump.
4 years. 2016.
2016. This is very recent. This is
This is where the brand split came back. That's
Yeah.
what I remember from
It's
2016.
that year. That's how recent we are now. So Gore is probably their most divisive album, I think. It's got a lot of lovers and a lot of haters. It's got a very different, like, they go for something quite risky with a lot of this album. It's got a very sort of different alternative sound. It's not very, a lot of the album is not very mainstream. It's quite outside the box, and I think that's probably why it scared a lot of people off. I think potentially, critically speaking, you could argue that some of it just isn't as executed as well, maybe. Kind of like what I was saying before about the self-titled album from 2003. Like, it's just some of the execution of the songs don't land as well as other albums. However, there are 3 songs from Gore, which I do hold in high regard, I do defend, and I do think that these 3 songs do what the vision of this album is really well, and much better than the rest of the album. And those are the ones I've chosen to feature. But yes, there is definitely, I think I'd be very interested to hear your thoughts on the songs from Gore, because they are very kind of, it's another like sort of creative left turn step, like idea for them, and trying something slightly different to what they've done before. You know, there's an element of risk in it. It also has a very interesting album cover. It's got like this sort of weird CGI effect on it. It's kind of
It's flamingos, isn't it? Well, it looks like it.
But yeah, this is going to be quite different. No idea what you'll think of it. It's nothing. It's not really. I wouldn't say it's that comparable to anything they've done so far. So yeah, fascinating. The first song we have is called Prayers Triangles. It's the opener of the album.
There's a new strange godless demon awake inside me. There's a force divine terrorizing the angels I keep while we dream. Pray
Your thoughts?
I actually quite enjoyed that for
Mhm.
what it was.
Mm.
I actually really quite like the chorus, I think, specifically.
Yeah.
And the chorus is probably the best part of it.
Prayers lay down the line. You will never be free. You will never be free. Triangles placed in your mind. You will never be free. I think I'd agree with you. Actually, it's got the most memorable aspect. It's very kind of it stands out in a way.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I like the chorus a lot.
Mm. The other part I really like about this is the focus on sort of more there's in terms of instrumentation, especially in the guitars, it kind of goes more for like um the high strings. Like it kind of goes more like focusing on the very particular precise guitar tones as opposed to sort of the power chords. It's a different texture to Koino Yukan. It's not as like breathy and epic. It's kind of more like technical, if you get what I mean.
Mm.
And there's definitely a lot of very synthesized sound from Frank on this one as well. Like it's got a lot more like electronic shoegaze on it, and the sort of contrast between the uplifting, soothing melody with the hushed vocals to an aggressive bridge as well, like the doon 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 doon. This song definitely feels lyrically and like sort of what it's going for. It's very different to the stuff they've done before. Like it's not really about personal emotion. There's definitely a lot more sort of philosophical context to it. It's very obviously religion's a huge part of it, and like morals. Sort of terrorizing the angels I keep and all that. There's a force divine, godless demon wake inside of me. I'm a true slave to the fire and air around you. I think the reason why maybe the chorus is so memorable, not only for Chino's like vocal style on it, but it also might be because the words in the chorus have the most subtext in the meaning as well. Like, so you can kind of in your head, it like you can sense the meaning behind it a lot more, in the sense that it's all about imprinting patterns of behavior onto people's minds. Like religions and belief structures and codes imparted by families. And you'll never be entirely free of those influences. Like the idea that people will always be influenced by family, by the religion they were born into, or by like the politics they've been surrounded by. So there's kind of like a more philosophical, meaning behind the words, which kind of, it's more like intellectual than it is emotional. I do wonder if one of the reasons why some people don't relate to Gore as much as their other albums is because there's less focus on personal tragedy, and it's more about like intellectual and sort of philosophical and political thought, and like themes of like religion and stuff. Also, the whole thing of triangles as well, like using triangles are the simplest polygons and also the strongest figures in physical geometry. So like, the idea of, because obviously you've done building work, right? You've done some building work. You know that the shape of the triangle is the strongest shape. It's what holds things together. So it's kind of like the idea of one of the ways you can prevent houses from falling when earthquakes happen is by building triangles, because they'll be able to resist the pressure due to the nature of the shape. And so I guess the idea is like your influences from when you're young are like triangles placed in your mind, and they resist like what pressure is trying to change you, and it kind of keeps you a certain way. And it's like, that's why he sings "You'll Never Be Free," and that is the tragedy of those triangles, is that you'll never be free from what's been placed in you, because you can't really break a triangle. So yeah, I would say very intellectual song is Prayers Triangles. Quite different to what they usually do.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And some very interesting sound in the instrumental as well.